Hello and welcome to Housebound. This podcast are extracts from my, Eddie French's book where I visit different bands who are self-isolating under new international quarantine regulations. I approach each house with a hazmat suit and a dictaphone. I visited many different bands and musicians to see how they cope when isolated in the house that they all share. Today, Metallica. I'm greeted by a mass of curls and some, what I later discover, is emergency eyeliner, behind which is lead guitarist Kirk Hammett. He ushers me into the hallway. "We're a shoes-off household," he explains as he removes his boots and slides his feet into a pair of Dunlop crybaby pedals. "I guess you're okay, 'cause you're all hazmat or whatever." He wahs off towards the kitchen and beckons me to follow. I'm given a cup of coffee and asked how it makes me feel. "Sorry," said Kirk, force of habit. We pass the time pleasantly enough until drummer Lars Ulrich walks in, announcing his intention of realizing his desire to have breakfast. After consciously pouring out a bowl of bran flakes, he sits down to eat. Kirk makes his excuses and leaves quickly. As I hear the rhythmic whirring fade into the back of the house, Lars starts upon his cereal. I observe a curious habit. After he swallows each mouthful, he flings the spoon into the bowl, gets up and walks once around the kitchen island before settling back down for his next bite. This arduous undertaking has a unique, mesmerizing quality, but certainly leaves one with the question of why someone would make this task more troublesome than it needs to be. I remind myself that the world is a more unusual place than ever these days and think no more of it. No sooner has Lars finished his breakfast than he calls his father through to examine his empty bowl. My dad has always been a huge supporter of my breakfast, and I like to bring him in to get his opinion on my progress. When asked about his opinion on his son's breakfast, Mr. Ulrich said, "Yep, fine." Lars appeared proud. Lars receives a text message and shouts, "Rob, delivery!" I look out the window and see record producer and musician Bob Rock standing by his car with a large cardboard box. He's waving. The band wave back and Rock leaves. After a couple of moments, a small door in the outside walls of the house opens and out scuttles a squat figure. Low to the ground, he sidles up to the box, places it on his head, secures it with his two braided pigtails, and returns to the house through the low door. In a flash, the figure speeds through the kitchen, depositing the parcel en route, and disappears into another room. "Bob likes the drop-off care packages," explains Lars as he unpacks the frozen lasagna, burritos, and other assorted foodstuffs. I notice a note included in the delivery. It read, "Dear the Metallica, here's some more food. Please make it last this time. I hope you're all being kind to each other and don't eat the ice cream first this time. Love, Unky Bob." I inquire as to the whereabouts of singer and guitarist James Hetfield. I'm informed that he's currently in a helicopter hunting the local recently unemployed who he has paid to wear Jason Newsted masks. I decide not to find out if he's using live ammunition or not. I make goodbyes and leave at the first mention of their 11 a.m. group therapy session. Thank you for listening to Housebound, Musicians on Lockdown. If you enjoyed it, please share it with your friends. If you really enjoyed it, please consider going to www.ko-fi.com/Eddie French, EDDIEFRENCH, and donating a small amount of money in order that new projects may be made. If not, totally understand it. Not a problem. But do spread the word and let people know if you enjoyed it. Thank you ever so much. Take care. Bye-bye.